Hi everyone, I'm going to make an journal page. I've got some kind of idea what I want to do in the background, and I've got here acrylic paint, I've got copper, bronze, steel, and I think this is light mint. And I'm going to start, I'm just taking a sponge and I'm going to start with the copper and bronze. And my copper is a little bit old and pasty, but I still hope I can manage to do something with it. And I'm just taking from both, from the bronze and the copper, and going over my page like so. I want some variations. This is only the first layer, but I still want variation in the background. I don't want a solid look of copper or bronze. And I like the texture that the sponge is making, so another thing to think about. Well, the copper is making more texture because it's so pasty and old, but it's good. That's good. Just adds another more interest. I need more of the browns. Okay, so this is the first layer, and now I'm going to go and do the second layer with the teal and the light mint, and I'm thinking that I'm not even going to wait for it to dry, and I'm going to use the same spot on my sponge. I want a little bit of blending, but not complete. I hope I'm making myself clear. And I don't want a complete coverage. I'm hoping to achieve something that would look like a patina on copper. So, of course, fake one. And I like the colors together, so I'm just playing, and I'm hoping it will be an interesting background. And I took the light mint because I thought it would give a highlight to the teal. So again, so there will be variation there and not a solid color all over. And also mixing it a little bit with what I've already have. And if I think it's too much, I'm going over it. Like now I've got here too much of this, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the copper, and now I'm going on top of this, and I'm doing the little bit of blending. I think now that I went on top with a little bit more of the bronze. I think it helped to the effect that I was looking for. So this is my background. I really love it. And now I'm just going to let it dry before I'm going to do something. And I'm just bringing it close. I hope you can see it, and I'll be back. I'm back. So I want to stencil part of my page. I don't want it everywhere, and I don't want straight lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking, this is printer paper, it's to size with my page, and I'm going to rip it here where I want my stencil to reach. And as I said, I don't want a straight line, so yeah, something like that. So basically by doing this I'm creating a mask, and I'll show you in a minute how it's going to work. Yeah, so that's the part that I want to stencil. So here is my mask. It's going to be like this. I'm going to use I've got this Scotch removable stick, just so it will stay in place and I can remove it without damaging what I've got. And I hope it still works. I think it's a little bit dry. So here it is, my mask. So I can stencil only on the part that I want to. And yeah, like so. I'm taking a makeup sponge, and I've got here black acrylic paint, and very gently I'm beginning to stamp to stencil. You see here how the mask comes in handy. I'm not trying to do a complete blocks of black. I hope you can see that they are some of the paint is peeking through. I think it's more interesting this way. And I'm also thinking that I want to make some kind of highlight for each one of these shapes from the stencil. But first I'll finish with this black. Okay, so before I'm moving everything, I'm taking, let's see, some kind of gray. And putting down a little bit of gray here, and just going to move the stencil a little bit to the left and a little bit down like so, and just doing a little bit of gray. Don't know if it will help. Maybe I should have gone with white, but never mind. Just to add a little something. It doesn't have to be accurate and precise. Yeah. I think this is it. And let's remove this. Yeah, here's my stencil, and I want some black on the edges, and something is not working for me here, so let's see if I can do something about it. Yeah, this looks better now. So I still need to stencil a little bit more of the black, because the edges just look empty. Yeah. So this is it for here, and I want some swirly things here, and I've got a little birdie that I really liked, and I've printed it, and I want her, yeah, here. So let's take a glue stick. Doesn't need much of a glue for this little birdie. Go, and let's see, a swirly thing. I think I've got another stencil that I can use here, and let's see. Maybe like this. Or I'm going to stamp. I've got lots of swirly stamps. So I'm going to get them and the ink pad, and I'll be back. I'm back. So some stamps, black archival ink, and first I want to put this stamp on this side, and let's hope kind of slips from the acrylic block, but let's hope for the best. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. It's kind of making some border with stamp, and also it a little bit reminds the general shape I've got here from the stencil, so I think it works good together. That's why I'm using it. My neighbors keep dragging furniture. It drives me crazy. Okay, I'm gonna continue this stamp here. And here. And now swirly things. Let's see. Too big. I've got smaller one. Yeah. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. And another stamp. What else? I want something that more. Let's see. Oh. What else? Maybe I can use the bigger one, but only part of it. Let's see. Yeah. Yes. And okay. Now I've got, I'm a messy crafter, or maybe there isn't not a messy crafter, I don't know. I've got this chipboard with this little birdie in a cage that I want to use. I'm going to just color it with a permanent marker, black, very quickly. Yeah. Okay. So it's going here somewhere, and just going to put some glue on the back. Yeah. And I want it to have some kind of it's like hanging from a string here. Another permanent marker, just a thin one. And now I want to write something here, and I'm going to do it off camera because I want it to be straight. So I'll try and write it on some kind of maybe parchment paper, or something that is a little bit transparent, so I can put something with lines underneath, so it will be straight. We'll see. Or maybe I'll write it here. I'll try and do something, and I'll be back. I'm back. So that's how I made it. I took some page with lines, and I took tracing paper and put it on top. So I had my guidelines, and then I wrote on the tracing paper with a permanent marker. This is Stadler permanent Lume color S. So that's what I've done, and I've cut it from the tracing paper, and here it is. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, which now I'm just going to glue here to my page, and I think it really is nice that it's a little bit transparent, but not entirely. So I quite like it. And let's see if I can remove everything, so I'll have space to see that I'm putting it down straight. Just with a glue stick, nothing more to it, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it doesn't work with a glue stick, the tracing paper. So let's see, I'll use my silicone glue, it's just handy. Now, so this is it, that's my page. And I'm just thinking now that I want to add a little bit of black on the edges, so I'm going to take my archival ink again and a little bit of a makeup sponge, and just go in here a little bit on the edges, just to frame everything. It doesn't have to be a complete black, just a little bit. Yeah, this is it. I really like it. I never I didn't think I could manage to do this copper patina effect, but well, it turned out quite well. I like it. I'll probably use it again. So this is it for now, and I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments below, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.